Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing today? All right, man, we're gonna talk about Caspa. No, I'm just I'm just kidding. We're not talking about Caspa. I know everybody's been, kind of on this whole like Caspa deal. It's the huge trending topic in our I guess in our community right now, right? Everyone's talking about Caspa buying KSO Pros and KS1s and KS3s. And Max did a great stream last night, right? Breaking down some math. Um, kind of gives another perspective on things, but that also doesn't include though the price appreciation of the coin. So which is speculative, right? Which is not guaranteed. You can only really go by the current price of the coin, right? Because if you're holding out for more, then nobody knows what the answer is going to be. But today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin mining, and it is extremely, extremely profitable at home. So profitable at home. All right. So I've been using Brains, and then last night I installed the Commander tool for the LuxOS firmware, which is another company like Brains where they do Bitcoin firmwares and stuff like that. And this one's I like this one. It's kind of a little bit more different than the Brains OS, but it is pretty intuitive, so I do like it. So let's go ahead and let me see who's all in the chat here. Hey, what's going on there? Iowa, Crypto Mining, Boinker, Crypto KJ, Steven, Cicero, Neomorphous, what's up, man? Nate G. Looks like oh, we got the hobbyist miner. Look at that, man. We got a Hollywood movie star in here. What's up, man? Static. What's going on, everybody? Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this LuxOS, dude. This thing, and hey, this is a preset that I found. Okay, and I was just like, I'm just gonna throw this on a preset. I did a couple presets last night, and I did some this morning, but then this one is one tick below the default setting, right? I'm getting like 134-ish terahash between 2630 and 2640 watts. And look at this, we're at 19.6 joules a terahash, right? You come over here to the mine the ASIC and use the custom calculator here. 134, 2630 at 11 cents, right? That's my rate. Okay. That's what I pay at my house, right? You come down here. Okay, look, we're making almost $5 a day. We're making almost $5 a day doing it this way, right? Insane. Because look, let's say you go back, I think the 2700 is like the stock, 120 terahash, right? Is what you should get. Okay. I mean, look, you're under $4 now. You dropped an entire dollar just by that little amount of terahash, which is like 14 terahash, right? And now we're back up a dollar. So super, super profitable to mine Bitcoin at home if you use these custom firmwares, right? It really does help everybody increase the profit. I don't use the firmwares to overclock units typically. Um, but I mean, this one's only getting overclocked by like 14 terahash, but it's using the same wattage that it's supposed to use from Bitmain. And also realize too that my fans are going at around like 70%, right? Because I live in Arizona. It's like roughly like 75 today. Now imagine if you were somewhere in another part of the country where it's much cooler, right? In the 40s, you know what I mean? Or even 30s or wherever you are in this, as winter starts, this you're going to use less and less fan percentages, right? Because it's going to become much cooler and cooler outside. So you would use even less power than I would. You would probably, I'm going to guess, be at around like 30 or 40% fan. So you would use even less power than I am. So that's just something to keep in consideration. I'm in Arizona. I'm in one of the hottest states in the country. So I typically use more fan power than anyone there is. So try 37 cent electric. Okay. Let's try this. It's gonna be negative. I know it will be. That's so high. You're negative 106%. You're losing $12 on top of the yeah. Not looking good. Okay, but let's do this. Let's see where this becomes unprofitable. Let's try 20 cents because I know that's okay. You're negative at 20. Let's try 15. 15 cents, you're making money. You're making 17%. You're not making great things, right? You're making like $2 a day, right? I'm gonna guess it's probably around 18 that it becomes negative, right? Let's see. Okay, 18 is break even. You make no money. So if you have 17-cent electric, you're gonna make a few pennies. You're gonna make like 63 cents. But I mean, and this is the Terra price right now, I think is 9.5 cents. I mean, you're making like almost 50-50 break even right there. So really impressive with this firmware. Um, and this is, like I said, just one of the presets that are on here. So when you come, this is this is the main dashboard. When you come into your IP address for your miner, this is what you'll see. I know the hobbyist miner. I think he's done some Luxor stuff. So to tune it, you would come back here, and then you could see all your Asic chips are green and healthy. You would come here, and you can set these defaults. Now you can see that these custom ones are ones I named these Bitcoins. I just gave them random names. I was trying different voltages, right? Because you can see this is 12 volts, and I was trying to push this really high to 335. I was trying to drop the voltages, right, and increase the frequencies. In this way I could try and really down tune the machine because I had heard that somebody did get an S19K down to 70 terahash at around 1200 watts, and it was like at 17 watts a terahash, which is the same efficiency as the S21. Granted, you don't have as much hash rate, but that was still really impressive, right? Because I think it's going to become I don't I think for smaller miners, like people who don't have, I would say, sub 1,000 units, I think it's gonna become a game of efficiency, not how much hash rate you have. I think it's gonna become a game of the efficiency. Who has the better efficiency? Who can stay in the game the longest and, be the most profitable? Ooh, look at this hobbyist says 38 Fahrenheit over here. Oh, man, that is cold. That is cold, man. Money King, do you have Crypto KJS? Do I have a winter? Well, I mean, okay, like it's still winter for me, but I would say it's typically in the 50s, like in like late January, early February. But do we get snow and stuff like that? No, we don't. We don't get any snow. Iowa says, Mining King, can you please try percenting to 160, please? I want to see what the efficiency is. I can't, Iowa. I have other ASICs on here, right? I have the S19J Pro, which is on Brains right now, right? That's on Brains, and that's on the why is it white? Did have it on dark mode. That's a weird glitch. But this is fluctuating between 22 and a half and 23 and a half efficiency right now on this particular unit here, and this thing is insanely good right now on Brains, right? That's the S19J Pro 104, and then I also have my KS1 on the same circuit. I got 3 ASICs on 130 amp circuit, so I don't want to push my luck. Here- hey, what's up, Panda man? What's going on? Look, Red Panda says, if I had 4 cent electric, I would go balls to the wall, of course, too. F it. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, yep, that's right, man. Wants the rust. Yeah, it's finally getting a little cooler here in Arizona. It's getting a little better for us as far as mining. Definitely agree with that. Definitely. Um, takes us a long time. Like like we only get like 6 months of really good mining weather, and then it's back to like 95, 100-degree days. It's crazy. Oh, we gotta see what's going on here. We got Iowa patronizing Red Panda. Took your R8s out of the box, or did you put them to the side for the next 6 months? I mean, hey, I did send Ren Panda a server, 2 servers and a trade, and I think they're still sitting in the corner, and that was it was over a year ago, I think. If it goes back again to next August, I think that's 2 years since we've done the trade. Oh, man. It's funny. Red Panda has way too many projects, dude. He needs a person just sitting there building his projects for him. That's what he needs to do. Hey, if you need somebody, Panda, you can hire me, all right? I'll live in the basement with the GPUs, okay? I'll be your cheap labor. Hey, what's going on, Craig? What's going on, man? Yeah, we're just looking at LuxOS. So this is where you would find all these presets. And so far, the presets have been really good. Um, this is the preset I'm on right now. This 645 at 13.8 volts. And then you can see right here that I'm getting around 133.8, 134 terahash between 2640, 2630. I'm staying under the 20 joules per terahash, which is nice. Um, they also have this area too here. This is where the fans are, and this is something I don't think Brains had. I'll have to look again, but they have this advanced thermal management, which is a custom function helped created to help miners automatically manage profile switching based on temperatures. So maybe you're in a hot place like me, and you're like, okay, during the cool times, I want this thing to just boom running at this, right? And then you could say, okay, when it starts getting too hot, I want it to go down to this. And so you could set a min profile and a max profile. And this way you could say during cool times, I want it up here for temperatures. And, during the hot times, I want it running at this temperature, right? You know what I mean? So this way, because this is what's going to happen. And I've already seen it being at a hosting company and stuff like that. If ASICs get way too hot, they're just going to keep turning off. They're just like they'll boot up, they'll shut down, boot up, shut down, and honestly, it's just going to damage the unit, right? So you got two choices. One, you could either shut down you could schedule a shutdown time during the peak, heat times, or you can try and tune the machine down so this way it would still mine, but it just the hash rate won't be as high, right? Hey, what's going on, Hawk? What's up, bud? The King of Kings. Hey, what's going on? Michael Lakin, one of our clients from Terra Hosting, man. What's going on? Got automatic beats in here. How you doing? Yes, these numbers I have went out to my PDU, and these numbers are accurate from the wall. I watched the amperage on my PDU. I don't have my watt meter hooked up right now on my 240. I'm just using the PDU amperage because it has a little amperage meter on there, and I just watch it when I tune this thing. So really really cool, man. This efficiency is slaying it right now. Really really cool. I did notice something though. Like every once in a while though, with this Luxor, is this fan right here will glitch to like 15,000 RPM, which it can't even go that high. But there is that little glitch here with the fans. You'll see like one or two of these fans go to like 15K, but it can't. So it'll just glitch there and then glitch back. So did Craig asked, did you install this with the SD card or with the Windows app? I use the Windows app. I put this in a VM in my and obviously on one of my servers, and I have okay. So my servers are running on the second line to my house, which is separate from my home network, and then I have that communicating to the mining, which is separate from everything, and that's how I did it though. But I did use a Windows VM. Yes, I use their Commander tool, which is essentially just like if you watch my last video, the Brains toolbox, where you could like scan an IP range, right? And you can install it that way. It's essentially the same thing. They just call it their Commander tool, and it's really intuitive. It just ask you questions, but you do need to have a key, right? And I don't know. I emailed them and requested stuff from them, and I don't know if the key costs money or not. and I don't remember if I said I was the mining king or not. I mean, I don't think that matters anyways. But they gave me a registration key for this. So I don't know if it costs money or if it's free. Um, I tried to look online. I couldn't really find any information if their registration costs anything or not. So, but yeah, man, this thing is killing it right now. I don't even like. I don't even think like. I don't even know if you can even get better efficiency out of this machine. Um, I mean, you're under 20 joules a terahash. Um, oh man, it's just killing it right now. It is just killing it. See here. What's the Island saying here? Island says, "KiiNG, I want to do an ETC node in a couple weeks. Want to do one? Oh, want to do one with me at the same time? Are you going to do the digital one because they are all sold out of their nodes they sell that are pre-made? Um, I was thinking about it. Man, it's like 210 bucks. I don't know. I'll have to think about it, Iowa. And I'll have to think about where I'm gonna put it, you know, where I want to put this thing. So yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, the digital one. Yeah, I was gonna say because I know that Tech Hustler did a video on it, and I actually you watched his video and I checked it out. But yeah, 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 I noticed that. Yeah, well, we'll see, Iowa. We will see. Um, it's weird that it's a Windows node, though. I just not sure why it's in Windows. Most nodes are always compiled in Linux, so it'll be interesting. I wonder if they're using like a script and using PowerShell and installing like Linux and stuff like that in the back end. I mean, most nodes natively usually always start on Linux. Um, but yeah, man, this is LuxOS, man. I almost don't even want to change this, but I mean, I guess we can. I guess we could try another profile, guys. Here, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because this profile is like is super amazing. I gotta remember that one. That one. This thing is just killing it right now. I'm taking screenshots this way because I'm putting it into my I got my camera right here on the corner of the screen, so it's hard for me to see. Um, let's go ahead and what are we at? We're at 645 at 13.8. Let's do 595 at 13.6 and see what happens. This is one thing I do like about LuxOS is so with brains, every time you change the tune, the miner will completely shut down and restart up and restart back from the beginning. This thing will actively tune while it's on. Like you can see here on the screen here that it's decreasing the frequencies right here and it's going to decrease the voltage. You can see these arrows like everything moving up and down, but you'll see that this is going down. You'll see that this will go down. See, look, it just dropped. Just dropped to 600. So it's kind of nice that you could actively tune this and you don't have to like wait for the machine to like boot all the way down and boot all the way back up, start over. It's like with brains, it's like 10 minutes at least in between each tune, right? This definitely does not take as long, right? And you can see now, look, it went from 13.8 volts and it's tuning it down to 13.6 volts. So I do like that about the LuxOS where it actively keeps the machine on and tunes it, right? I think that's pretty cool. Power usage was 26, about 2630, 2640 watts was the power usage. Vicus or Vicus, I'm sorry. Um, uh, Panda, I'm going to the roof with my wireless earbuds in and sucking up leaves. Wish me luck. If you don't hear from me tonight, I fell off. Okay, well, write your will and say that Mining King gets all of my mining hardware. All right, just do that for me, Panda. All right. Does this work in Foreman? So I am actively testing this, and I know Hawk. He would. Okay, look, it just did the glitch. Look, it says 13,740. See, it just did the glitch. Just did the fan glitch. Um, uh, look, everyone's like, "Give me your stuff, Panda." That's so messed up. Oh man. Okay. Um, I know that a lot of the Terra clients really want to use this stuff. I am actively testing these things, making sure they're like pretty compatible with Foreman. The only problem with Foreman and this is you won't be able to do this tune in Foreman, right? You'll need to have backend access, which we can't give you. So you'd have to put in a support ticket if we did decide to do this to say, hey, I want this much terahash, or hey, I kind of want to be in this efficiency range. And then we would try to help you accomplish that, right? We would go to the back end and do this tuning right for you, is what it would be. Because we can't give you access like this to the back end. It just wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean? So um but as far as Foreman goes, like um seeing all the like stats and everything like that, yeah, it works. Can you reboot and stuff like that? I've done it so far and it seems to work, but I want to make sure that it works with all of these firmwares how it should be. Now, when you are in Foreman, you do have to add the miners manually, one by one, and it'll be like S19K, and in a bracket it'll say LuxOS, or it will say Brains, right? You have to manually add each miner with these firmwares, because I believe if you don't get it right, that Foreman, it just may not communicate directly to the unit very well, right? As far as like reboots and stuff like that. So I am testing it though, and we are considering offering this to Terra clients to give them better efficiency and increase their profitability. King, put some damn music on. God man, look, he's yelling at me. He's not even in my freaking thing here. He's yelling at me. Here's some night riding crap, whatever. All right, there you go. All right. Foreman. Well, because in Foreman too, though, Craig, as far as I know, you can't tune brains either, though. You can't tune brains or the Lux OS. You can have the miners in Foreman, but you can't like tune them that way, right? You could see the stats and do reboots and stuff like that and change pools, but you won't be able to tune it like this, right? As far as I know. Oh, another Arizonian. Oh man. So, all right. So we did just do. I did change this. I changed it to 595 on the frequency and 13.6 on the voltage. And you will see that these arrows go up and down here because look, this is the hash rate that you're supposed to get. And if it gets too high, it'll start tuning itself down, maybe to correct itself to not you know what I mean, to not get too high. So but hash rate on Bitcoin miners and all ASICs, it's a wave, right? It's not like a straight line. It goes up and down. But it just creates an average. Um, it does look like though that we are using only 150 less watts, but we lost 20 terahash, right? And our efficiency is, we were at like 19 and a half joules, and now we're at 20 joules, right? So I'll be curious though. Is there anybody who tunes Bitcoin miners in the chat? We can set custom profiles here. So, what was that other good one we were on? We were 645 at 13.8 volts. So let me just try this. We're gonna create a custom one, and hopefully I don't break it, right? So I want to create a custom one. Call it Bitcoins, and we're gonna do 13.75 volts. And oh man, I forgot what the damn frequency was. What was it again? It was 645. That's right. Okay. So we're gonna do 13.75 at 645. And there you go. We just manually set that. Now it's setting it. And then you can see that, look, the voltage is increasing. So what it does is, if you go really high in frequency, it will always tune the power first and then increase frequency. And then if you're tuning down, it'll decrease frequency first and then it'll decrease voltage, right? It does one and then the other. And this way, I think what it does is the way that it does that, it makes sure that the machine stays stable while it's tuning, right? Because obviously you can't give it more frequency if you don't have the voltage. Any word on the new what? What is this called? Auradine BTC miner? What the heck is what? Auradine BTC miner. I don't even know what that is, man. And as you can see here, I am using pre-search. So I am a pre-search holder. Next generation Bitcoin miners. Is this it? Automatic beats? I don't know these guys. No idea what the heck Oh, whoa. Go back there. Learn more. 15 joules a terahash. Dude, what the hell? Dude, look at these fans here. This looks like a freaking, like an S19J on steroids. Oh man. 375 terahash. Whoa. Holy smokes. That is crazy. So it's the A2880 is their air-cooled one. 0 to 260 terahash at 16 joules a terahash. Ooh, man. Crazy. World's fastest air-cooled miner. Look at this thing. It even has handles on the side. That's crazy, dude. This thing just looks like a tank, man. Complete. But look, okay, so here, I'm going to point this out to you, though, that in this picture, these fans right here, how they have the clips on the outside of the PSU, that is amazing. Because guess what? If you get a dead fan on an S19, you have to disassemble the PSU to get to those fans. That's amazing. All you do is unclip it, unscrew it, and put a new one in, and you're good to go. I like that. I like that idea. Awesome idea. Awesome idea. It looks like they also have the A2 1500, which is air-cooled, 0 to 185 terahashes at 22 joules. And then their A12500, which is 0 to 250, which is 21. Looks like they got some new miners that are going to be coming out here. Huh. Crazy. Never heard of these guys, but I'm sure you probably have to be a big dog to buy from these guys. I don't even see prices. They're just like, contact us, send us money. Dude, that is big PP stuff right there. No prices. You must contact us. Whenever you see contact us, that means you need to have a lot of money. All right. This isn't for little peons. Ooh, what's this? They got AI? What's this? Oh, stay tuned. Oh, okay. Might have some AI stuff going on. All right. Legit. Okay, that's cool. Okay. So here's my tune. I put it manually. I tuned it down a little bit, down to 13.75 volts. at 645. And for some reason we're using around the same power, but I think we're getting a little bit less hash rate here. Efficiency is not doing us any favors. Let's see, let's go back to the stock one. 645 at 13.8, and I said 1350. So I thought if I dropped the voltage that it would drop the power, but it really didn't. This is essentially what I was getting before. All right, here. All right, here. We're gonna really tune this thing now. I'm gonna do 13.5 at 645. Oh, turbo mode. Yes, it is very echoey in here. Yeah, sorry about that, Joker man. Still working on the studio here. There is an echo, unfortunately. Is the power correct as it's showing on the software? I told you earlier, Vicus, that it is. Most of these firmwares, they're pulling it from the boards, and there's meters, there's sensors on the boards that pick this up, and yeah, it's within, like, I would say 10 to 25 watts. This is pretty accurate. Crypto KJ, contact us equals you can't afford us. Oh, that's so true. So true. Joker, look, I need to let the paint cure before you put things on the walls, right? Because if you're gonna put all this RGB stuff and all this other stuff that has like this adhesive to the wall, if you don't let the paint cure, it's just gonna fall right off, right? Plus, okay, like, when me and Vistang go out to the facility in a little over a week, yeah, on like around the 30th, we're going out there. So all the networking, everything's being redone at our GPU location. So I'm programming all of the MikroTiks in advance. So I have a lot of networking that I'm trying to do in advance before we go to Kansas. So I'm actually super busy. You can kind of see them. Like, look, if I move this, you can see that it's. That's the first stuff that's showed up so far. The router and the core switch. Who paints walls? Oh man. So yeah, really cool stuff. They have the advanced thermal management, which would be good for people like me in Arizona. It's too hot. Cool, we're tuning the machine down. This would be good in the summertime, this advanced thermal management, right? Because everybody deals with the summer. And this is where you could tune the ASIC down to where it wouldn't be crashing as much. So I think that's kind of cool. Pools are right here. And you can actually have multiple pools in here, right? That aren't being active, right? Like I'm trying out their Luxor Pool or whatever it is, giving that a whirl because I want to see what the rewards are like. And then I have my NiceHash down here, right? But it's mining to this Luxor. So you can add a group of pools. Like you just keep them in there forever. And then when you want one, you just click it and then it starts on that pool. So you can have a bunch of them saved, which is kind of nice. And then you have logs here. But I don't know why it's not pulling it yet. So maybe I haven't been on long enough. Obviously, you got networking. You could change the host name. You could change it from @miner. You can call it whatever you want. This is where you can set things statically. If you want to go from DHCP to static. And then if you want to, if they come out with updates for Luxor, right, you could click here as check install, as well as have auto updates on, which is nice, right? That's something that Brains does not have. So I think that's kind of nice, where it has, if you're really happy with the firmware, this product, that you could just have it automatically update all the time. So I thought that was kind of a nice little extra touch. Not something that's needed, but it would be nice because what if they come out with a new, you know, this is like what 101.01.1. What if they come out with 1.0.2 and it increases your efficiency by 5%? That would be amazing. That it would just auto update, right? So, other than that, though, the dashboard's pretty good. You can see all of the pools down here. You can see board temperatures, these chips. So when you first do the tune, it will do the tune, and then once you get all of your chips to healthy, that means the tune is stable, right? So right now, obviously, it's still in the sort of tuning stage, because obviously it hasn't. Made sure that all the chips are stable, right? So far, only 16, 17 chips are stable right now on across the tune I set. So here, like I said, if you're watching a video on the Kpro, I don't have a video on the Casper Pro, but I do have a KS1. I will also put my Kpro on Luxor. Oh, Kpro, like S19 Kpro. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not thinking. I was thinking Caspa. Sorry, man. Everyone's talking about Caspa. I will put mine on Luxor. Thanks for the video. Nice. Yeah, man. Luxor is really cool. I like Brains. Brains is good too. I'm going to be trying out Hive OS next. I'm going to be. I think there's another one called the Niche. Is that how you pronounce it? The Niche, or I'm not sure. That one's been out for a long time too. Um, so yeah, I am here. What's this? What's the Raw says? I'm currently using Hive OS on my L7. Wish I knew about this during the summers here. Well, as far as I know, I don't believe this works with the L7. As far as I know, this is my pool stuff from Luxor Pool, but I don't think Luxor supports the. I don't think that they do. Their website is really slow, by the way. It is like really slow for me. Maybe it's just me, but there it goes this time. For some reason, it didn't like that. He still hasn't finished loading up. I'm assuming this is a WordPress site, but it could be too. I need to quit using Firefox. I'm using Firefox, and honestly, I'm starting to like this. I'm starting not to like it anymore, which I've been a long time Firefox guy. Your firmware. See, I don't think they support the L7 though in this, right? Okay, so it looks like there's pool is a 2.5% fee, 2.8 pools plus firmware is only 2.8. Okay, industrial is 1 and then 2 and then okay. This is what they charge individually, and then this is what they charge if you use their pool and firmware together. So I'm using their firmware and their pool right now, which means I'm only paying the 2.8%, right? Because I'm using their firmware and I'm using their pool, so I'm only paying a 2.8%. Now, here's the other thing is if you went to a different pool though, see, this is the caveat, and this is why I'm doing this testing and stuff. Here's the caveat. If you use Luxor firmware on we'll just say Ant Pool, and they have a 4% fee, plus you're going to be paying a 2.8% fee. That's like 6.8% that you're going to lose, right? So that means that you have to mine to this pool for Bitcoin, if in my opinion, for it to make sense. Which I don't know, what is the Luxor pool rated right now in the world of Bitcoin? They are. Ooh, there is finance. Oh, here we go. They're number 6. I mean, that's not bad. They have what 16.5 exahash. I mean, being in the top 10 is always good. And Brains is the 10th pool as well. They have 6.2. Um, I know Panda mines the Via. He likes Via BTC. I mine to Ant Pool most of the time, or Nice Hash. I do Nice Hash a lot. Um, this is invite only though. This is for like big dogs. If you get into Foundry, that's for like that's like big PP stuff. If you get into the Foundry stuff. Let's see here. IVOS doesn't support AM logic boards, I think. Really? I thought they do remote installs. So far, I've done all remotes, right? But I do have AM logics. So let's do IVOS. The ultimate mining platform, Asic firmware. Okay, it's and so depending on the control board version, I want to say though that I know somebody in the community had HiveOS remotely install their firmware. I can't remember who that was. I don't want to give them away either because maybe they want to do a video on it, and maybe I'm talking out loud. Choose your firmware and download and install your Asic. Enjoy. Okay. Let's see. Do they not support the AM? Let's go here and then go to the guide. So they have Xilinx. These are all Xilinx boards, though. Yes, packages can be sold in these series. Either the single deck Xilinx control boards, BeagleBolt boards are already supported. The AM logic control boards are currently under development. Okay, so yes, I do believe I know somebody that has had the Hive team do a remote install for them. I don't want to give those guys away. Showed a remote install on his Twitter. So did. Okay. I'm not thinking of Soat, I'm thinking of somebody else. But I do have the contact from the guy, the head developer, when I was at Mining Disrupt for Hive. So I might maybe reach out to him. I hate Twitter. I'm not very good. There you go. There's Son of a Tech. All right. You said it's on here. How to mine? Oh, in HiveOS. Nope, that's not what we want. What's this? Did you know you can deploy Hive over Pixie? Yeah, Pixie is like an OS deployment over the network. I'll have to maybe ask Sode about that. How we Well, I mean, this is cool. Yeah. So what you could do is you'd have to set up another server, and this way you can have a Pixie boot where your machines wouldn't pull their OS from the drive. It would pull it, would pull it over the network. So interesting. That's not what I want though. That's not Bitcoin though. Not what I'm thinking about here. Oh, what the F? Go back. I told you I'm bad at this. I am not a Twitter guy. I don't see it. Oops. Oh, it's BTC Mining. Yeah, I don't see. That's who I was thinking. Automatic beats. tweet, tweet. What? Yeah, tweet. I am awful at Twitter. I am not. I hate Twitter's interface. It's garbage. Yeah, I'll have to reach out to these guys and figure out. Because I that's all I have is AM logic for me. So interesting how they have their fee structure here, though, is it's going to be hefty, though, man. Just imagine that, though, if you came over here to a different mining pool, that it would be this 4% here plus another 2.5, like 2.8% for the firmware. So you're losing almost 7% of your mining rewards, man. That's steep. So I mean, you would if you were going to use Luxor, I think that you would want to use their pool for sure. Is probably going to be the best bet. But let's go back to our tune. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like it's like the same. I dropped the voltage by 0.25 volts, pretty much. Kept the frequency the same, and the hash rate's the same. If not, it looks like we're using a little bit more power. So interesting here. Let's do 570 at 13.5 volts. See what happens to these presets here that they have. Hey, what's up, second TL? What's going on, man? You know, I haven't changed much. I still have a lot to do here. Kind of echoey in here. Does Luxor support remote monitoring? Do you mean well, I mean, what, like a foreman? I don't know if they have that in the commander or not. Maybe. Oop. Hash rate profile, best user interface. Regular updates, yeah. Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I don't know if they have like an actual management tool like you would see. You would have to use like Foreman for something like that, I think. I don't know if they have a management tool where you would see everything. Look, I like this. You're a download away from boosting your hash rate. It's installation so simple, your grandma can do it. I like that, man. That's funny. That's good. That's good. Not like you can monitor your rigs from anywhere. Don't have to be logged in on the same network as your ASICs. Yeah, to me, I think you'd want to use Foreman. They just have pools and firmwares here, is what it looks like for me. Pretty cool stuff, though, man. All right, well, you guys got any questions or anything like that? We've been going for about an hour. But super interesting, man. Like, we'll put this back. This is what I got earlier. This is the best tune I had. This thing is making almost $5 a day at 11 cents electric. I mean, guys, it's super profitable to mine with Bitcoin miners with these firmware updates, man. I've pretty much proven myself wrong. Bitcoin mining is not dead for the home miner. You definitely need to be using these firmwares though to make sure that you're on the most current, profitability here, getting yourself the best efficiency. But man, slaying it right now. We want to go back to stock firmware from Luxor. So I haven't done that yet. But as far as I'm imagining it, it's just like Brains inside of their toolbox is an option to uninstall Brains, right? To uninstall Brains OS in the Brains toolbox. I would imagine that it's the same thing on the Lux OS as well. So it's usually just a feature that's pretty nice. I'll be doing a how-to video of how to install the commander and do the firmwares and stuff like that. This is just me testing though, getting some numbers out there. It's looking like we dropped a little bit in the wattage right now, but our efficiency hasn't gotten really that much better. The best I got is like 19. I have not found a firmware to get me under 19 joules a terahash. I just haven't got it yet. And maybe that could be a silicon lottery thing as well. Maybe it's has to do with silicon lottery. That's what a Kpro makes. Okay. Now I have mixed feelings about the Asics, right? Well, okay, let's take my used S19J Pro. It's oh 74.5 at 1730. We'll just punch those numbers in. Where's mine the Asic? That's 74.5 at like 1730, right? My equipment price was 850. Still, man, 28% profit. Still a really good number. And lower cost of entry. Right, but I don't okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Those KSO pros, my personal opinion, and everybody else is different. I think those things are not going to appreciate in value as well as like an S19K, right? I think S19Ks are going to be like at least a 4x in price. Okay, so this is not not financial advice. I'm just a keyboard banger. That's a networking guy, right? I, in my opinion, this is my strategy. I'm mining the Bitcoin, right? I'm going to sell off what I need to for electric, and I'm going to keep the rest and hodl it. And then when Bitcoin gets close to its peak around July, August of 2025, I am selling everything. All units must go, all Caspa miners, everything's for sale. I'll sell you the thermal paste. I don't care, right? I'm selling everything I own. I'm selling all the crypto I own. And then I'm waiting for the bear market to come back. And then I'm buying back in. And I'm going to quadruple what I got. That's my plan, right? It's like a flipping strategy. You got to go through it every cycle, right? You got to buy hardware. And then when you get the hardware, you mine on it and then you sell it. It's just like a revolving circle. Now, for people that have higher electrical rates, right? Like we'll say like 20, 30, 35 cents. KSO pros and KSOs, they make a lot of sense, right? Super efficient. They're super, power efficient, so they don't consume that much electricity. So in those instances, I do think they are great little miners to have. And we don't know what the price of Casper could be. It can go down to zero tomorrow, then we're all effed, right? Or it can go to $1. You know what I mean? Which would be great. But um, hey, what's going on? All set? That is true, Travels. Not everybody can run S19s at home. Definitely, yeah, definitely. But hey, you can always get an S19 and have it hosted at Terra. All right, little show there, this little show, but you can get S19s hosted, as well as we do have used S19s, Kpros 104s, just like the one I got used. I believe we have 10 to 12 units available around this price right here at Terra Hosting that are already live. So all we have to do is you just buy them, and we switch over the pool information and we switch your account and foreman, and away you go. It's literally like maybe a half an hour you have to wait. It's really fast. So little show. Can't get Asics at Terra until the Asic site is up. Oh, oh my God. You can get Asics, just reach out to Hot Crypto Mining, all right? Or reach out to me or whatever, and we'll make sure that you get taken care of. These units for 850, the 104s, they are used. You know what I mean? So they are used units, just like my 104, but they're at this price of 850. Let's hear. Watt says, I had 8 SJ Pros hosted and lost them all. Love it. Oh man, that sucks, dude. That sucks. But I mean, you can see here, 11 cents. We're still making money on the J Pros at home. Still making money. Still making profits. Man, check this out. What if this thing goes to 45K? What if it goes at? Look at that SJ19J Pro. Bring in like $3. And your shutdown price isn't bad either. It's like 26,000 is your shutdown price for Bitcoin. So, all right, guys. You guys have any last minute questions or anything like that? I'll be doing a video soon of how to do the Luxor firmware and the Lux OS and things like that, and using their commander tool. Other than that, though, I'm only going to be on for like another 5-10 minutes. He says all due to sanctions. Hindsight is 2020. Sucks. Yes, the shutdown price is the price versus the cost of electric to Bitcoin, where you would shut down because you would make no money. It would be dead even, right? Is your shutdown price. But man, I'm really, really impressed with this firmware so far, man. I'm gonna put this thing back to that. I think we were at the 645 at 13.8 volts. Thing was slaying it. I have tried the stock firmware Vicus Sharma. It's you roughly get 134, maybe some peaks of 140 at around 3250, 3300. Essentially, high energy mode on the S19K is like it's essentially turning it into a S19 XP. That's essentially what you're doing. That's essentially what it is. It just turns it into an S19 XP is what it's doing. So I don't think it's worth it at the high energy mode, in my opinion. Maybe you guys think it is, but I don't. Not for that watt. It's like 33 something. What you've seen here, I was at 134 at like 2630 or something like that. So I mean, my efficiency is way better. I'm using like 700 less watts. Like that makes no sense to use the Bitmain high energy firmware unless you just have cheap ass power and you just don't give a f and you can just let them rip, right? If that's the case, if you got, Iowa crypto mining price, electrical, which is like free, then that's fine. Is Kimson Mo. I'll try to include that in my how-to video of how to uninstall these firmwares. I didn't do that in Brains, so maybe I might do a little short on that. But it's super easy, so I don't think like an entire video of how to uninstall it is necessary. But I will try to include it in this LuxOS version. Have you tried stock firmware's high energy mode? That's what I just said, Vicus. I did try the high energy mode from Bitmain. You get around 134, 135 terahash for 3,200, 3,300 watts. All right, boys and girls, I am out of here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll try to have a video. What's today? Today's Tuesday. I'll try to maybe have a video out within the next day or two of how to actually get this firmware. Super impressive stuff. Really like the efficiency on this. And yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. Hey, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. All right. I'll see you guys next time.